morning students, this is your Ipshita ma'am. Today we are going to learn about living things and non-living things. So what are the living things? We can see an example from here. This is a fully grown tree. It was a very small tree and the small trees are called sapling. From the sapling it has become a fully grown tree, right? So this is an example of living thing. Plants cannot walk like us but it can breathe, and we give the plant soil, sunlight and water. That is how it has become a fully grown plant. And this is an example of living things. Now we will see some another example of living things. So children, this is another example of living things. Look, this is a dog. We can see dogs, cats around us, and this is a living thing. It has grown from a puppy and it can walk like us, it can breathe like us. So this is another example of living thing. So children, now we will see some another examples of living things. Like we human beings are also living things, right? We can move ourselves, we can walk from one place to another place. Look at this. I am introducing our principal sir, honorable principal sir, Mr. Rashin Shah. He is also a human being like us, and so he is also a living thing. Now students, you can see here I have toy elephant and a toy bear in my hands. We can see these animals in the zoo, right? These are wild animals. We cannot see them around us, but they are still living things. They are counted as living things. They can walk like us, they can move like us, and they also have life. That is why they are also living things. So children, till now we have learned what are the living things. Now we will see what are the non-living things, right? So non-living things are those things which does not have any life to it. Non-living things cannot move like us, non-living things cannot breathe like us, and they do not have any kind of life. Just like this chair. This chair is made of plastic and this is made by a human being, but it has no life. It cannot move on its own. I am moving it from here to here, and that is how it can move with the help of a human being, but it cannot move on its own. So this is a non-living thing. Now we will see some another examples. The moon table, and it is also an example of non-living thing. It cannot move on its own. It has no life. If we are moving it from here to here, only then it can move with the help of us. But it cannot move on its own. That is how it is a non-living thing. Similarly, the chairs, the boats, these are also non-living things. This does not have any life. So it is a non-living thing. Children, we will see some other examples. Like this is a window. Windows, doors, these are also examples of non-living things. We can see that this is a very essential part of our day-to-day life, right? This is a computer. Most of our work we do here, and it is a very important part of our life, but it does not have life to it. It cannot work on its own. If we human being work on it, then it is only become useful. So that is how a computer is also a non-living thing. So we all like to ride in a car, right? We all love to ride in a car, but car also is not useful if we do not work on it, right? If we move a car, only then it can move, but it cannot move on its own. So a car is also a non-living thing. So children, you can see that this is a bike, motorbike, right? Our fathers, your fathers all have motorbikes, and we all love to ride in the motorbikes. Now, this is also an example of non-living things, because motorbike has no life and it cannot move on its own. So it is obvious that it is a non-living thing. So children, we have learned a very important topic in today's class, that is, there are two things. One is living thing and another one is non-living things. All around us there are two types of things, and we will explore one by one. I think this video is going to be helpful for you. Thank you.